horseshoe of hundreds of golden lights lined the interior of the giant archway, and in its lofty vault was suspended a tremendous illuminated lamp. Clock. Spanning the top of the arc, spreading itself on either side, a huge fan of great neon unfolded and folded again in spellbinding display. At its most resplendent moment, letters flashed out in Korean and English, and then extinguished themselves, and the complex array began anew, furling and unfurling its candy-colored embroidery against the asphalt sky. The giant clock read 12:05. It was freezing. Carla quite suddenly felt the cold and went back inside, slid the glass panel shut, and drew the curtains. It was then that she became aware of the warmth radiating up into the soles of her feet. She laid her beer on the low table in front of the couch, placed her palm on the pale wood parquet floor, giving off heat like a toaster. That's weird. I hope there's not a fire downstairs, she thought. She retrieved the beer, went back over the dining table, replenished it, lit up another pine tree, went back down the short hallway. Passing the sunken entryway with its litter of shoes, the bathroom on one hand, she peeked into Sun-Yu's room. She'd been right. Its window of crinkly glass faced the exterior walkway. Across from the door of the little room was a final door. The room was a final door, slightly ajar. She pushed it open, poked in her head, and felt for a switch, flipped on the light. It was a room essentially the same as Carla's. A bed, a desk, a wardrobe, a curtained window facing out on the balcony. She flicked off the light and withdrew, carefully leaving the door that little bit ajar. She padded back out and into the kitchen. The kitchen also faced the outer walkway, and it too had a window of frosted glass, overlaid by a grill of wrought iron, as had the windows in Sun-Yu's room and the bath. Carla reached up and gave a tug on the grill work. It didn't budge. Good. Like the entire apartment, the kitchen and everything in it was on a smaller, shorter scale that Carla felt quite comfortable with. The stovetop, however, was some discouraging design involving an elevated cast iron surface and pumps and knobs and a little tank of fuel. She went out and resettled herself at the dining table and once more surveyed the living room. One wall was taken up by ebony shelves wherein resided a TV and telephone, books, halte, skelter, a pair of shiny steel objects, odds ends, few listless spider plants. The only other furniture were the dining table, the short table, and the low-slung couch, behind which stood an oriental screen. A triptych of bright birds and flowers. The apartment was very quiet. The clock was ticking in another room. Carla wondered how many hours it had been since she left Boston. The time difference was most confusing. Should she be tired right now? She'd slept on the plane, but
a millisecond, her heart screamed up to her ears, whammed back in her chest, froze, and resumed beating.
Oh, just a second.
She called, and willing herself to naturalness, she went up to the entryway and hung back long enough to add,
Who is it?
a silence.
It's me.
A woman's voice.
Let me just...
Carla detached the chain, getting a glimpse of a woman standing outside as she did so. She opened the door and stood back. On the threshold stood a curly-haired woman, white-faced, stock-still, staring at her in fright. Carla hurried to reassure her.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm Carla Winter, your new roommate. I guess you weren't expecting me. Jesus Christ, no. I thought you weren't coming till tomorrow.
The curly-haired woman said. Oh, I must be. She entered and took off her shoes as Carla looked behind her, locked behind her.
I think the other two are coming tomorrow. Soon you let us in. She left already. I should leave the chain undone for her, or... Yeah, I guess so. You did give me a shock. Anyway, I'm Mary Quick.
She said and thrust out her hand. The two women shook hands and the two went into the living room.
I hope I wasn't out of line. I drank one of the beers in your fridge.
Said Carla.
A girl after my own heart.
Said Mary.
Is there another one left? We might as well polish it off. After all, it's your first night in Korea. Yeah, I'll get it.
Said Carla. She went and poured beer into the two glasses and passed one to Mary Quick.
Here's to my new roomie,
said Mary, raising her glass. They clinked glasses and drank. Carla reached for a cigarette, asking,
Do you mind? Not at all. In fact...
Mary Quick opened the blue pack of cigarettes with amusement as she helped herself to a smoke. Smoking pine trees already?
Smoking pine trees already?
Oh, that's right.
They're not bad. Soon you gave them to me. I must say I'm glad you guys smoke. I had visions of blowing smoke out of my bedroom window through a straw.
Said Carla.
Terrible habit, isn't it? I guess you'll be in the smoking room. Oh man, I'm really glad to have a roommate again. Where were you working before? At the ELL in Boston. Well, part-time, and then I had some private students. You can make a lot of money here with privates, but don't let the administration know. It's a breach of contract. You can be fired. Any outside job is a BOC. Like I work for the Korea Daily proofreading. Please don't let it be known. Mom's the word. So, you met the inimitable Benny. What did you think of her? Inimitable. Frankly, I didn't know what the hell she was talking about half the time. Like she mentioned Sun Yu's name. And, by the way, call me Quick. Everyone does. Quick it is. Call me Carla. My last name's Wintermute. It doesn't exactly lend itself to nickname or... Carla. Isn't that the name of some fictional spy? Is it? I don't know. Spy novels aren't my favorite.
Said Carla.
What do you like to read? Romance novels. Cheap romance novels.
Like Carla socially, not wishing to bring up murder in front of Quick.
Oh, me too. Who's your favorite?
Quick asked.
God, the ones I read are so cheap. The authors never use the same name twice.
Carla said, in an attempt to change the subject.